Live in high definition from WBFF TV in Baltimore. This is Fox 45 Morning News. All local, all morning.
Keeping your family safe is always a top priority, and one way to do that is with a home security system. But with so many brands and styles on the market, how do you know which one is best for you? For today's Take Action Thursday, Peter Rogers, the Chief Operating Officer for FrontPoint Security Solutions, joins us with some tips. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Patrice.
All right, so you brought in a whole array of devices here. First of all, is it pretty much safe to say that everybody should have a home security system?
They should, not only because it protects you from intrusion, but also environmental issues and life safety issues, such as fire, carbon monoxide, water, temperature, all of those sort of things.
And a lot of people think that the cost might prohibit them from getting one, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the case.
No. As a matter of fact, the equipment has been made extremely affordable.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about some of the equipment that you brought, some of the different styles, because these days they can do different things.
Yes, they can. That's exactly right. And some are much better than others.
Okay. What's this first one here?
So this is the actual control panel, the brains of the system. Mm-hmm. And this has a series of wireless devices that all communicate to it, so there are no wires in the home whatsoever.
That's nice.
And also it has built into it a cellular radio, so that it doesn't use a phone line, which means if you don't have a home phone, not a problem.
Right.
And also you'd never have to worry about an intruder cutting your phone line.
That is, and most people, well, not most, but a lot of people only have their cell phones now, and that was a problem with the older security systems.
That's exactly right.
That's perfect. All right, what is this? I have this with mine, so.
This is actually what's called a keychain remote, and this allows you to arm and disarm your system remotely from outside of your home. And in fact, if you press two of these buttons at the same time, it'll send a panic signal.
Which is perfect, because I use it if I'm walking to my car, and
Exactly.
you know, then I can always sound that alarm. This right here?
This is a motion sensor that actually detects a warm object that's moving, a person size. And if you have small pets, it'll ignore them.
Okay. Now, some of these are usable. If you're not at home, you can still monitor what's going on at your home, and some of these let you do that.
That's exactly right.
Give me an example.
I'm glad you raised that. Well, as a matter of fact, on my BlackBerry, which I carry with me, I can see when my wife is coming and going. Because our system actually, being an all-cellular system, will send a signal every time something happens in the home, even if it's not armed. So
that will send you a text or an email?
Or an email, that's exactly right.
Okay.
And it'll tell me that my door opened.
And so then you know who was supposed to be there, who wasn't supposed to be there.
For instance, we have a dog walker.
Yes.
And we can tell A, that he came, B, when he came, and C,
how long.
That's exactly right.
That's very good to know. That's excellent. Okay, what about this one?
And this is a camera that works over a broadband connection. And the beauty of this is not only can you view live video in your home at any time from an internet connection, but it's got a motion sensor built into it. So what it will do is actually send a 15-second video clip that we'll store for you off-site, but that can also be sent directly to your handheld device.
Okay, we may have to talk more about that one, and we actually ran out of time, but we're going to keep you here until after the commercial because we want more information. Peter Rogers with FrontPoint Security Solutions is going to take all of your calls about home security, so if you have questions, give us a call at 410-481-4545. You're watching Fox 45 Morning News, all local, all morning. Peter Rogers with FrontPoint Security Solutions is joining us this morning to take your calls about home security. The phone lines are open right now at 410-481-4545. So if you have any questions about what the best way to protect your family is, just give us a call. We were talking a little bit about some of the devices that you have. You mentioned that this one right here is a wireless camera that can take snapshots of what's going on in the house. So you can kind of look in on a nanny or maybe even your children if you're not home.
That's exactly right.
Okay. And that's the kind of thing that if someone breaks into the house, you may be able to capture a snapshot of who that is. How does it work? When does it trigger?
It actually is triggered by either motion or by an alarm event.
Okay.
And in the case of motion, it'll record a 15-second clip that it can send to you, and we also record. In the case of an alarm event, it's a 45-second clip.
Okay. That's good to know. All right. Frank from Catonsville is on the line now. Good morning, Frank.
Morning.
What's your question?
Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year.
I live at a dead-end street, and I'm not home most of the day. And so there used to be somebody here, but there isn't anymore. I was wondering, what kind of alarm system I should get. Should I hook up to the police, or should I put a siren on, or motion detectors, or I have no idea what to get.
All right, good question.
Wonderful. The best type of system actually has a door window sensor on each door and motion sensors that would protect the interior of the house when you're not there. Normally those motion sensors are not active when the system is armed in what we call the stay mode. So you could arm the system at night and the motion sensors wouldn't go off, but the door window sensors would still work. There are other devices such as glass break detectors that we have. But generally speaking, a basic system that covered each exterior door and at least one motion sensor on the interior of the house, utilizing our control panel, would be a great system for you. And the way it works is that the panel would dial out to a call center. If there's an alarm event, they will call you. They'll try you at 2 different numbers, and if they can't reach you, then they'll dispatch the police.
All right. Let's go now to Jason in Baltimore. Good morning, Jason. What's your question?
Yes, I have a small detailing business called Mobile Car Can. I have a garage, small garage, and I wanted to have a security system put up, an inexpensive security system. I wanted some recommendations.
Okay. And we were talking in the commercial that a lot of these they're not that expensive, and you can install them yourself.
That's exactly right. The system is designed to be self-installed. And as a matter of fact, a very basic system that would have, for instance, the control panel, a motion sensor, and 2 door window sensors with a keychain remote could be as little as $99.95 for the equipment. So we've done a very good job of making the equipment affordable.
That would be something that would work perfectly for his garage, it sounds
Absolutely.
like.
We do quite a bit of small commercial.
All right, Peter, thank you so much for coming in this morning. And for more information on FrontPoint Security Solutions and how to keep your home safe, you can log on to our website at foxbaltimore.com and click on Morning News.